I got a mule deer tag for Northern Colorado, rifle season 3 in 2024. My wife and I drove through the night and were rewarded with a beautiful sunrise highlighting the mountains. In the past, we had stopped at a little restaurant on the way, the Forks on 289. Really good subs, great food. We tried the egg salad subs and special German Salisbury steak when we stopped out there. I spent a large amount of time e-scouting, even though we drove almost 1,000 miles scouting and going to and from hunting areas in 3 days. We've seen so many other hunters, camps, access issues, that about 2 to 40 plus areas were a possibility for us. We were getting pretty frustrated. It did not feel like we would even find an area to hunt. In the past, I had learned not to count on the obvious spots for anything other than hunting pressure, and to try and use this to our advantage when it is possible. This means hunting areas the deer will go based on what the hunting pressure is. And sometimes it's frustrating because you don't even know what that's going to be until you show up. But luckily, we came up with a plan for the morning to go to an area that we had hunted nearby before. We knew there was going to be some pressure there, and we decided to give it a try and then stay away from those other folks that were hunting and hopefully use their pressure to our advantage. A reoccurring theme was access issues. So if you look at this one, it's just a nice bunch of land if you can figure out how to get over the top of this somehow. Maybe a few years ago I could have got it. We showed up early to a spot. Opening day, had another beautiful sunrise. We knew there was pressure in the area, so we tried to stay away and use that to our advantage, but we're in a pretty tough spot for hunting. After the morning hunt, we decided to drive around and scout more, which turned out to be a really good idea. We were able to see where everybody was hunting and what was open. So we were pretty excited for the next day. We did go to an area and step in for a little bit. But one thing we gotta say is the Colorado night sky is just beautiful. The pictures don't do this justice at all. The camera doesn't pick it up as bright as it was. But what a beautiful sky at night. There was plenty of meteors too. We noticed also, just great. The scouting paid off, and we found less pressured areas and good habitat. Things were starting to look up. We've seen some deer, a bunch of sign for deer and elk, although the new favorite area has a rather large blowdown to cross and a 350-foot elevation drop going in and then a gain going back out. Unfortunately, my wife developed a nasty cough while we were hunting, and with the weather forecast is showing 1/2 foot of snow in a day. While this is not too terrible, we did drive an all-wheel drive car out, and it looks like it'll stay cold for it to stick around for at least a few days. We decided to leave early instead of waiting for those few days, since the possibility of using those forest roads were going to be slim for a couple days, and then my wife letting the deer know we were around when we were hunting. Even though this wasn't the result we wanted, there was such beautiful scenery. There was a small fire when we arrived. It was a great reminder to be fire smart. It can take decades for forests to come back just because of a campfire or a cigarette butt. Another trip, more lessons learned, and a great time.